Okay, now we're back. We left off here at Majula. We just beat Smelter Demon, and now we need to go beat the area boss, one of the old ones, the old Iron King. But first, let's level up.
Bearer of the seek lest.
And we want to get strength to 25 so we can just one-hand the weapon. Which we're going to do. Yep, strength to 25. So now we're going to just dump the rest into Endurance and Vitality. Let's go buy some life gems.
You?
Oh, no, we're not going to buy some life gems. We need to go buy that fragrant branch of yore from the merchant at the entranceway to Old Iron Keep. So let's go. We're going to kill at least 2-3 enemies on our way there, and we're going to go buy that. Because we need at least one after we beat the Old Iron King. And ideally we want another one because there is an opportunity for an Estus flask there. But we just need to deal with these first few Alone Knights. I think that's it, but let's just double check. Yeah, that's it.
Finally decided to come in.
Once again, this game makes sure you don't run out of these early game.
Cheers.
Because theoretically, if you miss one, like you're just completely unaware of one is, and then you use all the rest, you would be locked out of the remainder of the game. Alright, here we are. That's the shortcut. This guy we don't even need to deal with. Like, he does not aggro on us. Now we've got these 3 enemies, and we're also going to see an old Ironside. And he's going to start knocking down the floor to make it a jump. And what makes it more important, because the jump is easy, what makes it more important is it actually traps us over there. So once we jump, we are locked over there until we jump back. And obviously he can't jump back and he's not going to fall off. Like, that's a scripted event. So we have a very minimal amount of space we can move back. But we're just going to have to fight this along that here. No dodging. Just tank the hits. And you see where that Alon Knight is right there. We can drop him into fire. And he's dead. Now I typically raise this back up. I don't like dealing with the flamethrowers up there, so I will raise that back up, but he's gone. And we can actually do that with a lot of enemies here, in that we can just dump them in fire. Oh no, he's not going to dump, but that's alright. We'll get him again. We'll get him right here. Past, dump him. Dump him. And just like that, a lot of the enemies. Now, mind you, we've taken away our ability. We've taken away our ability to dodge and move around. But a lot of the enemies we've gotten rid of just right there. So we want to come over here. That's going to activate all the fire, but we should be able to avoid it if we just run. And now coming back, we have to be careful. While we're being shot at. Ah, we missed that item. So we could go over there through that fog wall, but we're not actually going to do that. We're going to take a slightly different path, which should be right there. So I think we need to raise... that upper level back down. But we want to go up there. We could go through there, or we could go up there. And up there leads us back to that door, but it gives us a couple items. Let's get some items first. Oh, and let me show you the other bonfire. Technically, both optional bonfires. So let's say we skipped Smelter Demon, we came through this door, but if we die right now, we are going all the way back to the start of Iron Keep. Well, we can come through here. We're going to drop a Ferrous Lockstone in here. Normally I wouldn't. But for the sake of showing the bonfire. And then we come up here. We've got a chest, but we've also got another bonfire. Thunder Quartz Ring, that gives us lightning defense. But the problem is, you see this 5'8" wall. This locks us in. So if we use this bonfire, which we're not going to, but if we had skipped Smelter, we would. Now we have to run through Belfry Soul. Remember back to the Lost Bastille, we fought through Belfry Luna. And Belfry Luna had a boss. Belfry Soul has no boss. It's just it's an old PvP area that doesn't exist anymore. And there's some phantoms here. Oh, that was a good shot. So we don't technically need to fight everyone. We're going to just because we're here. We might as well. But yeah, this is a PvP area set up by the devs for mid-game. Where's that little arrow guy? Nope, nope. Run away, run away. But I want to save my last Estus because we still have like a third of the Iron Keep. So yeah, you can imagine the hassle of coming through here instead of beating Smelter Demon. But I mean, if you just cannot beat Smelter Demon, then this is your option. And let's say you absolutely hate the Iron Keep, and you don't want to spend the literal several hours it takes to despawn everything so you can just have your runs of Smelter Demon without having to fight all those enemies. That's the bell. We don't care about the bell. Like, there's no benefit to ringing the bell in Belfry Sol because there's no boss it unlocks. The lore is... This guy's not going to be so hard. The lore is these little gnomes kill each other and try to ring the other's bell. Why? Who knows? And then we as PvPers get to benefit from that with a PvP area. Oh my god. Find that. We're fighting this bad boy over here. Okay. Wasn't that hard that time. And we need to unlock that. I forget. How do we unlock that? There we go. No? Well, looks like we need to ring the bell to unlock that. That shows you how much I really come to Belfry Luna, or Belfry Sol. And I forget, in my one playthrough of this game, whether or not we even needed to ring this every time, or it's permanently unlocked. So yeah, you decide which is better. Smelter Demon, or beating all the bosses, not beating all the bosses, beating all the enemies that would lead you to Smelter Demon, and then skipping Smelter Demon and having this horrendous run back just to get back on track. And here we are. We're back. We're just going to take some fall damage. So let's head over to this raised section. And let's go up. And this is actually fairly difficult. You would only do this once for the various items. And then every other time, you would go through that fog wall. And I think there's an invader too. Yep, there we go. And this invader will not bother you if you just go through the fog wall. have this. I forget what this is. I think this is just a water fountain. Pretty much every one of these Ferrous Lockstones that has this little basin around it is a water fountain, which we just don't need. Like, honestly, with lava, you fall in lava, you're dead anyway. It just doesn't matter. Okay. This is kind of tough right here. Let's use a buff. Hopefully with a buff we can kill these guys in 2 swipes. And let's equip our last Estus. Nope. We are still just out of killing them with 2. But we want to get this guy first. And I can guarantee you, we do not need a buff for Old Iron King. So we got a Black Knight weapon. I'm going to show you that right now. A lot of people think Black Knight weapons are going to be like the best weapons of the game. They're kind of stat heavy because you need faith in addition to strength and dex. So we would also need 10 faith and 8, I don't know what that is, 8 attunement, whatever that skull is. So you need a lot. It upgrades with Titanite, so you're still not going to have like a fully upgraded weapon. Like for us, we're still stuck on +3, and I don't think we have the ability to go to +4. Yeah, we still need 3 more Twinkling Titanites to go to +4. And then they have weird hitboxes. Like, you need to time their hitboxes fairly exactly. Because, like, for the Great Axe, if you hit in, like, the shaft portion of the Great Axe, you're doing, like, significantly less damage than you would be if you had hit with the axe head portion. So now we drop down here. This is the scary one. Let's see, let's go this way. Because you will die if you miss the rim. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. And then, we still gotta fight this guy. Now mind you, that was easy, but, like, if he gets uppity, that can be a little dangerous. Then we got this dude right here. And then we're on the other side of the fog wall, where that Ironside was, that we left there. So let's kill him, and let's move on. And these guys fight the exact same as they did before. Just they take their swing, we take our swing. No different than Forest of the Fallen Giants. Now, what's the lore connection between them being in the Forest of the Fallen Giants, which belonged to King Vendrick, and them being in the Old Iron Keep, which belongs to the Old Iron King? Don't ask me. And why that one attack did like 250 damage and the other attack did 190, don't ask me. So this is a trap. It's not just that it traps you back there, because this will come down. But you can see the blood on it. This will 100% kill you, and we're going to try to get it to kill this guy. Okay, no. It won't, because he just ran through. But if he does like a standing attack, and you're willing to eat the blow, it'll come down and it'll kill him. Let's get to the other side, and if you ever get trapped on the other side, not with an enemy attacking you, but you can use that lever, or that pulley, or whatever thing, that pull thing, to raise it back up. So we need to be careful. There's a ladder here that we need to take up over there. This leads us to a closer bonfire. Now, mind you, the Old Iron King is like just on the other side. That enemy right there is the last enemy between us and the Old Iron King. So sometimes I just go kill the Old Iron King. Like, he's not that hard. But if you want this closer bonfire, then you gotta climb these ladders. This can be dangerous. Because on this level, you see these bros, should you hit them, they will start spinning around and it will kill you. But yeah, let's grab this bonfire. And this is the lever that turns off all the flamethrowers. So the flamethrower at the front for the item that we wanted, it's off for that. It's off for all the items. So like, let's say you hit this, there's no more flamethrower effect. But it's going to do that, it's going to get you. There's no way you're dodging all that. Maybe you can take the fall damage and go back down here. I don't know, I think you would die on this fall. But yeah, you hit that accidentally, you are done. And I know for New Game Plus, there's an invader that invades you up there in that room. A lot of times I just cheese this guy in that... I try to use iframes just to get by him. There we go. Screw you. Let's go fight the Old Iron King. The most dangerous part of the Old Iron King. Now let's watch the cutscene. Dangerous part of the Old Iron King is this little hole in the arena floor right there. That has caused me and everyone more deaths because he will knock you down. And when he does fire breath, your safe zone is over here. The fire will not reach. And then you fight him by, as he attacks you, his arms... his arms will become stuck on the floor. You can even attack his head. And you can pretty much attack till your stamina is 0, because he's got quite a bit of recharge before he can get his next attack off. So just go at it. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Nope. It's not going to get to us. Why the fire diverts like that? At a seemingly random angle. Jump, jump. There we go. The pit almost got us. Why the fire diverts like that at a seemingly random angle? Don't ask me. Like I'm not the one who designed this place. Normally he does less fire attacks and more hit attacks. Maybe because we just hang out here. And he can't do this. Not very often. So we're just going to hang out back here where it's safe and wait for him to pop up. Let's see if we can run through and get an attack on his head. Get him? We got him. There we go. Like I said, the Old Iron King, not that dangerous. This little hole right here, quite dangerous. So that's 2 of 4. Petrified something. Primal Bonfire. And then these, if you ever see these, this is a gate to a DLC, which we don't have the key for the DLC, and we're not messing with the DLC, at least not right now in this playthrough. But that is the gate to the DLC. And there's going to be a couple NPCs who are back. We should see that lady from Harvest Valley. I forget why we're not seeing her. And then we have this dude, some Gilligan, I think his name is.
Hi. The name's Gilligan?
Yep.
Right. All right. I stock everything that you could...
So he will set up a
You
ladder.
want to go down there, huh? Fine. Sure. You need a ladder, but you'll...
But we're not going to buy it, because we don't need it.
It's not my business anyway.
It isn't.
What? Don't waste my
And the
time.
ladder will help you get down there, but by this point in the game, we just don't need help getting down there. Let's see if resting will bring the Titanite lady back from Harvest Valley over to Majula. If not, we'll go complete her dialogue. Nope. Time to go find her and complete her dialogue.
You've been well. These stuff.
Alright, you would think
I
that would
suppose it's
complete
about
her
time I
dialogue.
moved.
There we go. And that puddle is gone. Don't ask me why. But the puddle of poison. Just at the entrance to the bonfire. Okay, now she's here.
Oh, speak up.
And at a certain point, if you just talk to her,
These stones, maybe.
she'll just give you some for free. I guess not yet. So now, at this point in the game, halfway through the game, we can finally have access to unlimited Titanite shards. And you know, she only sells 10 large shards, but McDuff over at the Lost Bastille sells an unlimited amount of
No
large
interest.
shards. No, I don't.
The soul, your soul has. I only hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's see how many. Well, let me check on the game clock. Oh, only 31 minutes? Okay. Let's see how many Fragrant Branch of Yore that we have. Because we need 1 for the next area. But we have 3. Okay. So we're going to do some stuff here before we start the next area in the next episode.
No interest. Suit yourself.
Let's go grab a Titanite shard from Hyde's Tower of Flame. If you remember, we bypassed it last time we were there because we didn't have, or not a Titanite shard, a Estus Flash shard. We bypassed it because we simply didn't have the Fragrant Branch of Yore to spare. But now that we've got plenty, let's go unlock it. We don't need to fight you. We don't care about you. Like, there's no way you can get through that door anyway. And once again, just like I said, I'm very impressed with this engineering, that we are clearly below the waterline, and there is not a drop in here. Coming up to our left will be a room with the gecko and like 2 or 3 submerged hollows. And these are not dangerous enemies. I mean, they weren't really that dangerous before, but now that we've been through like 2 large areas, they're even less dangerous now. Estus Flash shard, and there should be a armor set over here. Knight armor set, which we're not going to use. And let's just head over to the bonfire. Nah, we'll use a homeward bone. It doesn't matter. We got lots of homeward bones. I rarely run out of homeward bones in this game. And if we did, we can just buy some more.
Is that here to see? However.
So, the next plan, we are heading up here. We bypassed this area the first time we came to Majula, and we really haven't been back up here much since. So this is the path that leads to another old one, and it is also the path that is blocked by the consumable item, the fragrant branch of yore. And you know, that could happen in real life. If you were really trying to go to the Shaded Woods and the game depended on it, you could just simply not have the consumable item you would need. This dude's name is Benhart. We could talk to him, but we're not. It appears he has a Moonlight Greatsword. He does not. It's a fake. If he gives it to you or you kill him for it, it does not scale based off intelligence. It just scales based off of strength. And he will be a summon for you pretty much for the rest of the game after you activate him. But we're not using summons, so we're just going to ignore him. So let's clear out some of these enemies. These guys will poison you. And we got this lady. She is an NPC. You'll notice how she looks different than the hollows that we've been unpetrifying. So we don't want to attack her. Just like we didn't attack Strayed up in the Lost Bastille. And there's a game you can play for her, which she's about to ask us for clothing, and we're going to give her clothing specifically from a desert priestess. You can dress her up as a desert priestess.
I've been... give me...
And she will teach us pyromancy if we have not gone to
much.
No Man's Wharf.
Oh, I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm... So, perhaps...
We have Prism Stone. Thank you.
I was
One Prism
attacked
Stone.
and turned to stone. I owe you my life. Oh. But do you have... I'll take anything at all. Just put...
So, you can give equipment. It is permanently lost once we give it to her. Desert Sorcerer's Top. I think that's all we have for the Desert Sorcerer's line. Yep.
Thank you so much. After I change into this... I'm not sure where I might find them, but perhaps...
She's looking for the Sorcerer Guide. So let's open this and get to a bonfire, but then we're going back to Majula. When we open this, it'll be another super smart dev ambush moment. IQ 105. So you notice we already killed 2 of the 6. And our way out is blocked. There we go. Now we finally have a way out, but we gotta go through that gecko to get it. Alright, we needed to unfreeze her. This is the area we need to go to next, but we need to unfreeze her. She sells an item that's going to be useful for us as we go back to the Iron Keep. And she'll be in her skirt that we gave her. Or her dress top. Maybe we need to rest. And let's travel to the exact same bonfire we're currently at. They fixed this in Dark Souls Remastered. There she is. Hey, baby.
Oh, I'm here in Majula. You even were the only thing.
We're going to buy a consumable item called Small Orange Burr. And we'll just buy 6 of them, it doesn't matter. This gives us defense to fire damage.
I'm always here.
Because we are going to now go and try to get some of those items on the lava without dying. We're also going to go to Forest of the Fallen Giants, and if you remember, in the keep area, just below the bonfire, there's a drop to where we can find the flame salamanders. There's a ring down there that boosts our fire defense as well. Yep, down there. Let's just kill these guys. We don't want any distractions. And we should have the health. I think at 50 health we've got the health to deal with these guys. But let's try to do a jumping attack. I think if you hit the jumping attack... Okay, that didn't really help us that much at all. Yeah, like I said, this is a late game area, guys. This is very much a late game area. But we need to run through. And we need to find the ring. And there's a ring we could buy that actually significantly mitigates fall damage. But we don't have the 14,000 souls to buy it, at least not right now. And we want the ring now. So actually what we're going to do is instead of jumping down where there's an enemy, we're going to jump down away from an enemy, try to heal, and then just run around and grab the items. Let's try right here. And the key we need, we still don't have that key. Let's try one more time. And if it doesn't work this time, we'll just cheese it with a bow. Like, that's an option too. Just cheese it with the bow. Yeah, we're cheesing it with a bow. Now let's see if we even have some kind of poison arrow. Lacerating arrow. Yeah, that'll work. Let's kill these guys. I think we only need to cheese him. Alright. We only need to cheese him. Because the other ones aren't so close. Okay, that one's kind of close. That one's kind of close. Hawk ring, we don't need it. We need the fire ring. Hopefully we can open this. Flame Quartz Ring. That's the one we want. And we are out of here. Do we even have any souls? No. A menial number of souls. And we are heading back to the Iron Keep, and I'll show you how to get the items on the lava. I'm not going for every item, but I'll show you how to get them. So first, let's clear out this area, because we need access to those water jugs. Did he drop? Nah, he didn't drop. Oh, let's grab this item. Look at you! What are you doing down here? Iron key. That key would actually lead us to that area that we're going to, but at the very far side. So, step 1. Kill the last guy. Step 1, equip all the fire defense we have. So we don't need the Ring of Blades. We need the Flame Quartz Ring 1. And then we don't need Maolin's armor set because we're not going to be gaining any souls. So we're looking for... Let's see. Let's go here. No, we don't want that. But yeah, let me show you. Because I know what it is. I forget. I probably just had to look it up. But if you look at us right now, our fire defense is 24. If we equip the Alon Knight stuff, that's actually pretty high in fire defense. Okay, it's going to be right here. So we're going to equip the highest in fire defense, which is going to be 36. $18. And 28. And can we still fast roll? Yeah, we're at the slow end of fast roll. So now we have a fire defense of 59. Now if we eat an item, that small orange burr, it is going to boost it. And then if we jump into these water, those water jars, whatever, that is going to boost it as well. But that's a temporary effect, same with the small orange burr. But this is going to give us what we need, not a ton, but the basis for what we need to go after these items. And you got to be fast. Like, you're seeing we like barely made it out. Another way to do it is to actually start chugging life gems, and then the life gems will heal you. So, let's try to make it to this one. Let's back up, let's get our running distance. Nope. Let's try that one more time. still need to go get another jar. And our souls should be on that first platform. Our souls are on the lava platform. Okay, we've maxed our fire defense as much as we can max it. One more try. One more try. And if we don't get this try, just you guys can do it on your own. And honestly, when I did this once to clear out the whole area just to say I'd done it, I didn't find a single useful item. And as we all know how much fun jumping is and how fine of the controls are in DS2, it isn't that hard. Okay, we're done. We're done. There's no useful items in this area, just screw all the items. Go back to Majula, and this will end the episode. Let's get back in Malyn's set before these NPCs aggro. Because right now, we are exposing who we really are. Okay, we're back to being Malyn. Nobody aggroed. Uh-oh. Malyn's not a hollow. Okay, nobody aggroed. So that's going to be it. Technically, one death to get through Old Iron Keep, and that was falling for the item that we didn't even need. And then a whole bunch of deaths just doing fall deaths. In fact, let's go check on our total death count. I think it updates for this game, as long as we just remain in offline mode. 15. So yeah, we are at 15 deaths. Most of those are baby souls and falling deaths. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you back for the next episode.